Hello my dear students, today in this video we are going to study the second management function, that is organizing. I've already explained you all the first management function, that is planning, in the previous video. So right now let us understand what is meaning of organizing. Organizing is said to be grouping of activities necessary to attain the objective. It is nothing but arrangement of the resources or getting the subtask completed so that the main goal will be accomplished. Now in this organizing part, we are going to study many other concepts also. Under that, the first one is organization. Now my dear student, when you see this word organization, always keep in mind organization is another name for enterprise, company or a firm. But since we are studying the management in more broader aspect, managers usually say has defined organization as it provides the structure, the frame on which management of the enterprise is based. So finally the managers say that the organization actually gives a structure on which the entire enterprise is based, and the management also is going to run the business based on the organization structure. So, about the organization structure, we will be studying in detail again in this video. So, right now, let us understand the principles of a successful organization. Now, if you want to open your firm, your company, or the organization, these are the important principles which you need to keep in mind. The first one is objective. It is said that a clear objective is important so that the goal accomplishment will be done on the proper time, and it will be also easy for the task to be completed. So objective has to be always clearly defined. The second one is specialization. So when you start your own firm, see that you hire an employee who are specialized, who are skilled to perform that particular task. Now, in case the job is about the software programming, definitely the computer science engineer has to be hired. You cannot hire any civil engineer or the mechanical engineer. Similarly, if the work is related to the turbines and engines, then definitely the mechanical engineer will be hired. Then again, if it's about the dam construction, then again the civil engineer will be hired. It won't be possible by the software engineer to do this work. That is why specialization is important. The next one is span of control. Now, what is the meaning of span of control? Span of control is number of subordinates the supervisor has, that is number of employees under the supervisor. It is always said that span of control should always be minimum as far as possible, because the minimum, that means an executive should be asked to supervise a reasonable number of subordinates only, and it can be less than 10. So always a less number of subordinates to supervise, then the manager's task also will be easy, and the task also will be completed in a precise manner, and it can be analyzed and controlled also on the time if at all there is any fault with the task completion or with any production activities and all. That is why the span of control has to be always minimum. Then the next one is scalar chain or the scalar principle. So this is also called as a chain of command, the line of authority from the chief executive at the top to front, that is line supervisor at the bottom. It has to be clearly defined. So when you start your firm, you should see you make a hierarchy, and that has to be clear. On the top lies the CEO of the company, and at the bottom lies the line supervisor. So this chain of command has to be clearly defined so that each one's roles and responsibilities are understood by everyone. Then the next one is unity of command. Now each subordinate should have only one supervisor at a time whose command he has to obey. Then the next one is delegation. So proper authority should be delegated at the lower level of organization, and it also helps to carry out the work effectively. Then the next one is authority. Authority is a tool by which a manager accomplishes the desired objective, and which should be always clearly defined. So always, I hope you all remember the Fayol's 14 principle. It is said that when you are giving the authority, then the responsibility also has to be equal. So these are the few principles which is really very important to for the successful organization. There are many other principles also. You all can refer the book. I'll be sharing the author's name in the Google Classroom.